Hi everyone, welcome to EDSC 590 Special Education Research. This is our Spring 2018 course, and in today's videos I'm just going to walk you through the basics of the course. I've split the video into two, so it won't be too long, and then you can take a break when you're watching it. Okay, first thing is, this is the video not only for EDSC 590 DL1, but also for section DL2. So if you're taking either course, this overview will be exactly the same. I have a third section that will also watch this video, EDSC 59611. There will be one difference in the way your Blackboard is presented, and that is at the very bottom in your section, you will see information about cohort payment information, cohort payment brochure information. Okay, so that will be the one difference, and that'll be at the very bottom of the menu there. Otherwise, all three sections are set up the same way. The dates for the cohort section are a little bit different, but basically you'll still have the same number of learning modules. It'll just be on a quicker pace. The reason why I do all three videos together is so I don't forget to give one section or another all the information, because I found in the past that I sometimes leave out pertinent information if I do this multiple times. Okay, so what you're looking at here is the home page. Okay, so it has your basic things, announcements, tasks that are coming due, alerts, so any of those things when you first log in. The second tab is tools. The main tools that you'll want to use in this class is you want to look at your announcements, okay? Because every time, probably about once a week, sometimes twice a week, I'll be posting announcements about things coming up in the course. Not that they won't be in the syllabus, but just to keep them on the tip of your brain. The second thing you'll need to do, and I'm actually going to go into this one, is if you want to meet with me, it's not required. Our entire course is asynchronous. That means all of the work for the course will be in your learning modules. You have a week to complete each learning module. There are no face-to-face meetings in Blackboard Collaborate like some courses. However, I'm going to click on this link because a lot of times you might want to meet with me and not do it in person. So I can create a session here in Blackboard Collaborate, and then for you it will show up down here, and then we can meet digitally. Okay, so if I ask you to meet via Blackboard Collaborate, you go into here and you'll click on the session that is set up. And again, it will just be a link down here once I create it. I will tell you, if we meet via Blackboard Collaborate, you need to make sure you log in about 15 to 20 minutes before we're supposed to meet, because without fail, every time I go into Blackboard Collaborate each semester, it makes me download Java, the most recent Java updates. So that can take a few minutes. So just log in a few minutes before we're supposed to meet if you haven't been in Collaborate this semester. Okay, I'm going to back it up here again to tools. You'll also probably want to look at your grades because I tell people, please, please, please don't let Blackboard calculate your grade. The course is out of 150 points, so always do that division yourself. When I haven't put a grade in for something, it won't calculate it in your point total. Okay, so sometimes I give you a chance, if you email me to submit something late, and I don't put the points in until you actually submit it. And what Blackboard does is it won't calculate your grade until I put like a 0 in there, or I put a number. So just think to yourself, think about the number of points out of 150 versus just having Blackboard calculate your grade. You can also send, emails, which is vital to do, to collaborate with people in the class. So you might want to click on there. Other than that, you can decide, you can get to the discussion board this way, but there's also other ways to get to the discussion board by clicking over to the left, which I find easier. So it's up to you really, the rest of the links, what you use, but those are the ones I find most helpful. Announcements, Blackboard Collaborate, My Grades, and sending emails from this page. Okay, we're going to go on to meet the instructor. On this page, it just has a little overview information. You can also find that in the syllabus about how to contact me. And I always tell people contact me via email first. If you don't get me, don't give up. Call me by phone if it's urgent, or you can text me. On the syllabus is my cell phone number. This is actually right here is my office number. But you're always welcome to text me on my cell phone, which is on the syllabus. But just identify yourself in your text so I know who I'm talking to. This here is a very, very short video, like a minute, about me. And it's about just some basic information about me. And you'll have a quiz in Learning Module 2. This quiz is not only on this video, but it's making sure that you've done everything in Learning Module 1 before you take that quiz. So 50% is on this introduction video of me, and 50% of it is on questions based on, did you watch the videos in Learning Module 1? Do you know what you're doing? Have you poked around in Learning Module 1? So make sure you do that before you go into Learning Module 2 and take the quiz. Okay, let's go back to Meet the Instructor for a second. Okay, that's good. We covered everything. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Syllabus and Expectations tab. In the Syllabus and Expectations tab, first you'll find just a Word document going over the basic expectations of the course. One thing I want to highlight here is it is an online course, but it is a 3-credit course. So just like any 3-credit course, you should expect to have at least 9 hours of work outside of class a week. If you have less than that, that's always good, but expect up to 9 hours of work. So just keep that in mind in terms of budgeting your time. The course is a challenging one, even though it is an online course. Okay, so just give my Word a second, and here you go. You'll see the online expectations. Again, the main thing I want to highlight is the fact that 9 hours of work during the semester per week, typically. But this goes over just some basic things you'll need in terms of connectivity, best way to contact me via phone, and also what to expect from the course. It is an online course, but it's interactive, so you can expect to engage with your peers at least once a week, if not more, during this semester. Okay, so let's go back, and then you'll see the syllabus. The syllabus here, this is a Word document version, and so I'm going to click on the syllabus, which is within Blackboard. They're the same, so you can use either. The beginning part of this syllabus just goes over basic things like the textbooks. You're going to need both of these books, and I would order them as soon as you can because you want to make sure you're having them as we move through the chapters. Here are the learning outcomes, what you can expect to learn during the course, and basically in a nutshell, you're going to be learning about the different methodologies for group and single subject research and education, both quantitative, which is we think of numerically based research, and qualitative, which is more, discussion, narrative based data. So you'll learn about both of those kind of genres of research and education and the different subtypes under each. This just goes into the technology and software that you'll need throughout the course. So the hardware and the software, the type of computer, that type of thing, and then what operating systems and what you need to have downloaded on your computer to be successful in this course. Nature of course delivery. This just goes into the basics of the course. Key thing to remember, all of your work, all of it, is contained within the learning modules. So there are other tabs to get to different assignments, the bigger assignments, but you can get to them via the learning modules as well. So if you did every single learning module and you worked through each one, it'll work you through all of the content, all of the assignments for the semester. And basically what I will do is I will post an assignment on Monday, and all the work will be due by the end of the day on Sunday. Now, after the first week, I try to post in advance once you get used to the learning modules, so that way you can work ahead. Other things to keep in mind is, things happen in life. So I always say to people, I give you a 24-hour grace period. So officially the work is due by 11:59 on Sunday night. But I give you actually until Monday, 11:59 at night, to submit everything for full credit. That's like your grace day. After that, there will be deductions for late work. I always tell people though, if you're having a problem, contact me. If you contact me and say you're having a problem, we can work on extending the deadline a little bit depending on what the problem is. But if you don't reach out to me, then you will get a deduction for assignments posted past that grace day. Next, and this is what people are usually most interested in, are the schedule of assignments. How it's set up is it has a date for the week that you're starting. So Learning Module 1 is being assigned tomorrow, Monday, and what's due on that day. Now, nothing's due the first day because we just started. So all your work from Learning Module 1 will be due at the start, or at the very end of Learning Module 1, at the start of Learning Module 2. So 11:59 next Sunday night, with your grace day being 11:59 on Monday night. Okay, so you'll need to read Chapter 1 and post in the introduction forum. On the 29th, you'll be assigned Learning Module 2, and then that work will be due on the 5th. So the date tells you what you're currently working on, and the work for that module is due the following week. And so it goes all the way through the semester. Note, we do have a spring break. The week that everyone else on campus has spring break, so you won't have any work that week. And you wrap up on May 7th, which is at the end of the semester. In terms of, how will you be assessed in this class? How will you be evaluated? There's several mechanisms. One place I would say is the biggest source of points are the activities in every learning module. So every week there'll be a variety of points, somewhere between 5 and 10 points. By doing the different assignments within the learning module for that week, you'll earn those points. And I'll go into a learning module later and show you kind of the variety of activities that are in there, because there's several ways within a module that you'll earn points. Another assignment, and this is pass-fail, that you'll be assigned during the first week, but it won't be due for 2 weeks, is the Human Subjects training module. And basically, in the past, there was research done on human subjects that was not ethical. So if you are doing research at all at Mason and at any university, you have to go through a human subjects training. And we do that as part of this course. It's on that third-party website. You'll find it, I think, very interesting. And also you'll learn a lot about the different safeguards protecting human participants. If you've already done this and it's within 2 years, you can just upload your certificate. If you've done it but it's been more than 2 years, there's a refresher course option when you go in there. It's slightly shorter and you would pick that refresher course option. Now the two big assignments in the course are the research application mini project and the research review paper. Now while these are separate assignments, they kind of go hand in hand. For the research review paper, it's a typical literature review paper. You'll pick a topic of interest on special education intervention research, and you will write a very structured paper that we will be building throughout the semester. Now midway through the semester, I'll ask you to design a research study of your own. This won't be in a paper format. This will be in a PowerPoint format. I advise people, you don't have to, but I advise people that you have your topic for this research study that you're planning be based off of the literature you've been reviewing. So I often tell people you'll see a lot out there on your topic that you're interested in. Then go ahead when you do that mini application project and design a study that would further the research in the area of your interest. That way you can use citations that you've been pulling up for your literature review paper as support in your mini project. And you're not reinventing the wheel. You've already spent a lot of time in this literature. You would just be building off of it. Okay, some people do 2 separate topics, and you can. But I often find since you'll be into the research paper quite heavily by mid-semester and then writing your project, your PowerPoint for your project, it makes sense to build off that topic. The other thing to know is you can work with a group of up to 4 people total, that's including you, so 3 plus yourself, to write the literature review paper, but you don't have to. You can also work as an individual, a group, and a group of 3. Same thing for the mini project. You can work with a group of up to 4 people. Now, some people decide to not do a group for the paper and do one for the mini project because they get to know people during class. That's totally up to you, and I'll show you a mechanism later where you can post and actually look for group members throughout the class. Okay, in just a second, we'll start part 2.